Hey y'all, what's up? It's me, your girl Amor, and I finally have a new Amor Wednesday video for y'all. Y'all, it's been too long, like way too long since I've done an Amor Wednesday video for y'all. So I really think y'all are gonna love this one. This is one that y'all already have voted for on 5 tips of how I have mastered, or different things I've learned about self-love, things that I have implemented and want you all to implement. If it's your first time watching me, welcome onto this video. Welcome to my series Amor Wednesdays, where I give advice for love and relationships, be it in your platonic relationships and your romantic relationships. So whether it's, you're dating or your friendships, family, whatever it is, these are the videos that you're gonna want to watch, and especially for self-love, which we will be covering thoroughly today. So I'm so excited because honestly, y'all, it's just so crazy how I really first started my channel doing beauty videos and makeup and things like that. And so for a while now, I have been feeling like, you know what, I want to do like videos where I'm giving advice and I'm also doing my makeup, which I haven't done my makeup on here in a really long time. I would say probably since, I think it's been since 2017 maybe, or 2018. It was one of those. So I think 2018 was the last time I posted like some type of tutorial or something having to do with makeup. So it's just really dope to know that I'm able to like share that again with you all, and y'all are gonna love this video. And I'm just gonna show y'all, I'm not really gonna give you guys every single product or show you guys like thoroughly how I do my makeup, but you guys are still gonna be able to see my makeup. So it's really gonna be more for a talk through, y'all. It's just kind of hard to really focus on both, and it just makes the video really long and for me to edit. But you guys are gonna get a taste of both. So for those of you who have been here supporting and you guys love my makeup content, my beauty content, you're gonna love this video. And if you're not already following me on my business beauty page, make sure you do so. I have a website called amandamore.com where I sell fabulous accessories. And let me see if I could just show y'all one real quick. For instance, I have this beautiful bag that I sell on there called La Diamante. Just basically called the diamond bag in Spanish. This is one of my favorite pieces. So you guys can shop that on amandamore.com. Also subscribe to my newsletter on there when you go on the homepage, because it's going to give you guys discounts if you want to shop with me and save a little, because you always got to save that coin, girl. So you can check that out there. So on my Instagram page for my business is called @theamandamore. You guys can follow me there, and you can keep up with all my beauty content as well as all my business stuff. Let me show y'all one more. This is another piece that I love so much. These are the eyesight sunglasses. These are just so cute. It looks really cute with this outfit. It's very like futuristic, kind of Y2K-ish, early millennial. It's really cute. I'm trying to see myself. So yeah, so you guys can also shop these on there. They're just super cute. Let me not mess up my hair, girl, because I spent a lot of time trying to fix it. Okay. So yeah, or you could just do like a little like this, put them down there. It looks really cute, right? So yeah, these are the eyesight sunglasses, and all my pieces are very inexpensive, y'all. They're at a very good price. You can check it out at amandamore.com. And yeah, what else do I need to cover with y'all? I think that's it. Let's get into this, y'all. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure you thumbs up, like, and subscribe. So many of you have been subscribing. I'm just so happy my channel is growing. I appreciate you all who have been faithful to this channel. Thank you, everyone that's been watching. All right, so here it goes. Without further ado, my 5 tips for mastering self-love. All right, so I already did these brows. I'm just gonna start cleaning them up as I talk to y'all. So again, our topic today is on self-love. Sorry, y'all. We're gonna see how this is gonna go because it's been a while since I've tried to film. I don't think I've never done a video through Instagram Live. I've done this before, talking and doing my makeup while giving advice. So let's see how this goes for a YouTube edited video. But I'm really excited because this is something I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I think a lot of you are really gonna enjoy this. Let's start with number 1. My first tip for self-love, mastering self-love, walking in self-love, is accepting yourself. So many people struggle with loving themselves because they can't accept themselves as they are. They want to be somebody else. They want to be someone they used to be. They haven't made peace with their past, their present. And that's why a lot of people don't know how to love themselves. And then they're looking at somebody else as a guide or as an example for how they're doing in life. And that's that's where you got it all wrong, sis. If you're looking at another woman as your competition, you already lost, sis. I'm a big believer on always measuring myself against the woman, the person I was yesterday. If I'm looking at somebody else for an example of what I should be doing or how good I'm doing in life, I'm gonna always be defeated. I'm gonna always be a self-hating person. And I don't wanna be that kind of person. I don't wanna be the kind of person that feels intimidated or feels like another woman going towards her dreams is gonna stop mine, because it isn't. I really want y'all to know, and like, I don't know, the Holy Spirit be falling on me. I just go ahead and just write whatever it tells me to write on my Twitter, because that's where I tend to put these thoughts out, because I really want to help and motivate people, and then I use that content to put it onto my Instagram, because I'm a straight shooter. I like to tell it like it is, you know. I don't have a lot of time to waste with the enemy trying to defeat my sisters in Christ, trying to make them feel like they're not important and like they're not beautiful enough or they're not valuable or whatever other lie the enemy feeds people. And it's crazy to me how people will just, child. We will defend our insecurities more than we will fight for our healing. And that is a whole word, okay? Too many people need to really just understand that deliverance is only one walk away to the altar. And child, the enemy, he don't want you to get free. And that's why you feel the way you feel about yourself. You're intimidated by other people. You don't like you. You know, you're mad at seeing another woman walk in her purpose, but you're delaying being obedient to God and walking within what he's called you to walk in. You know what I'm saying? Obeying him. And so it's just crazy to me, because we don't understand, like, God's not running out of blessings. Like, you don't ever have to feel any type of way to see someone be blessed or see God do something in somebody's life. If anything, you should be prostrate before the Lord and say, Lord, I have seen what you have done for others, Lord. Do it for me, Lord. Do it again. You understand? Like, when you see somebody being blessed and when you see somebody's life going from glory to glory, it should make you realize, woman of God, it should make you realize, person sitting across, or person, whoever's watching this on your phone, wherever you're watching me at, that, you know what, God could do exceedingly abundantly and above. But first, it has to start with me loving and accepting myself. Until I love and accept myself, it does not matter. It just does not matter what else I sit here and try to do or try to figure out, or try to kill myself every day to look like something, be like something, or try to go and hit somebody up and leave something nasty in their inbox. Social media is one of those places, like, people don't be believing me when I say it, but if it weren't for God, I would not be on social media. I would not, because it is so easy to tell just on platforms like that how many people struggle, y'all. And it's so sad. Like, I feel so bad for so many women that just, like, don't love themselves, you know? Like, I tell my husband all the time, like, you know, I be feeling bad for people, for real. Like, I mean that, like, 100%. I be feeling bad that, like, we let the enemy sit here and make us feel like we're not worthy and we're not special, when that's a lie from the pit of hell. And my husband always like, look, you can't be worried about that, or you can't be worried about what people have to figure out. But the thing is, I have a burden, like, I have a calling, I have a mandate from God to get women to where they're supposed to be. And everyone is not my assignment. But I know that so many women, if they're not the one inflicting the pain onto others, then they're the woman who's taking the pain from another woman, and it's deteriorating and eroding their self-esteem. And then they can't walk in their God-given purpose. They can't do what God has called them to do, because they spent all the live long day listening to somebody else who's so insecure and don't like themselves tell them, project that insecurity onto them and tell them how they're not important. And then this becomes who we are. You know, we take that on and we internalize that, and it becomes our reality. And it's just, y'all, it's so sad. It's so sad. But I just want y'all to know, what's for you is for you. What's for them is for them. God is not running out of blessings. Like, we need to chill. Like, we need to chill for real. Because it's just like, come on. Come on. By the way, y'all, because I know I'm already on 10 here talking to y'all, doing this little makeup. I'm doing like a little soft glam today. So Nothing too crazy. This is typically like how I always do my makeup. And y'all don't mind me, I'm not the best at doing makeup. You know, some people who probably feel like I'm pretty decent are like, girl, what you talking about? I love the way you do your makeup. And I understand that, but I'm still learning. If y'all feel like y'all still not good at your makeup, I mean, I be feeling the same way about myself. I feel like, girl, I'm still learning. Every day I'm learning, you know. I'm using a palette that I typically always use. I don't know, like at first I felt like I didn't pick it up all the time, but I really do. It's from KKW Beauty. This is the classic palette. It's a very pretty palette. Let me get, I can see there. It's very nice. So very natural, easy to use colors. Just to cap this off, the very first thing, y'all, is just self-acceptance. Like once you can make peace with every part of who you are, with every chapter of your life, because the enemy, and I wrote this earlier on my Instagram. If y'all not already follow me at The Influence of Love. The Lord had placed this in my heart, and it's like the enemy, he wants us to hate every chapter of our life. He wants us to feel like we lost our chance to be great. We lost our chance to be successful. We lost our chance. And then what the enemy wants is for us to play comparisons, looking at other people's lives. Listen, if tuning into somebody else's life makes you feel bitter about your own, you need to stop tuning into their life. You need to stop feeling some type of way about what other people are doing, and you need to tell the Lord to take that out of your heart, because it's not people that are the problem. It's you and what's within you. You have to let that go. So my second self-love tip is, oh sorry y'all, I'm trying this. I thought I already tried this little primer from Laura Mercy. It's a sample. So my second self-love tip is that you have to constantly be building towards your future, working on yourself and the vision that God has placed in you to birth on this earth. Without a vision, the people perish, right? That's what the Bible says. The Bible also says, write the vision and make it plain. So if the vision God has placed in your heart, right? The vision God has for you, if that's not plain in your mind, then that's a problem. And many times people don't even know what they want, but they'll see someone that has something that they think might be something that they want. So now they're not happy with themselves and they don't love themselves because they don't even know who they are. Like that's another big thing about not loving yourself. You don't know who you are. You don't know what you're supposed to be doing. So seeing anybody else who has goals, aspirations, is doing something in their life or is doing things that you want to do, but you don't have the confidence or the boldness to do it, triggers you. It triggers you and it makes you feel some type of way about who you are and about what you are doing or aren't doing at this point. So to fix that, you have to make it clear to yourself what are your goals. You need to write them down, make it plain, make it easy for yourself. Put together images of what it is that you want to do, whether that's creating, a vision board, whatever. Like whatever works for you, whether it's, a quote or a picture that you have posted up in your room somewhere you could look at every single day, or on your phone as your background, whatever drives you or motivates you. Okay, and you have to ask yourself, what do you want your life to be like? What do you, if you're not married yet or you're not in a relationship, like what are the things that are non-negotiables to you? Like what is the thing that and you sat before the Lord, or maybe you've never asked the Lord. Maybe you just got out of a bad relationship and you realize, I'm really horrible at picking them. Like you have to get before God and make your petitions known to him. Lord, this is the type of person that I feel like I want to be with. Or sorry, I'm putting on this illuminating primer. I'm about to put on my foundation. Or even ask God, you know what? I realize I'm not really good at picking them. If you just have, first of all, if you have a track record of always making just bad decisions, okay? Or, hold on, because I'm looking a little crazy right now. You're just no good at being patient or at waiting, or like you can't tell if people are being honest with you, whatever the issue is, right? Or like you're bad at trusting people, like you're scared to fall in love. It could be 1,000 different things, right, y'all? Let the Lord's voice be the loudest in your mind, Let God be the one that you allow to take control over your dating life. You know what I'm saying? Over your life, period. But I've just noticed that sometimes, like, we only allow God in where we feel comfortable, or we limit God because we just think like God is for certain things and God isn't for other things. And it's like, no, like God should be for everything in your life. You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand that God wants only the best for you. Only the best for you, right? And so think about, what do you want your life to look like? Think about that and work towards that every single day. Because again, until you start working towards that, until you start making that a reality and a goal and something that you actually put work towards, it's never gonna happen. And so I find it so funny how so many people feel so entitled to a life you haven't worked towards. You feel so you know, some type of way seeing other people have things that you want, but you haven't put no work towards that. You haven't done anything. You still haven't gotten out of that broke down tired relationship. You still haven't quit that job to start your business. You still haven't studied anything to get into that path or that career or whatever it is that you feel like you want to do. And so you can't feel some type of way, or you can't put up the excuses of, well, it's just life has handed me a bad set of cards. No, you got to play those cards in your favor. You gotta figure it out, man. You gotta cut the excuses. Like, yeah, we all been there. We all been through something. We all had our times where, you know what? It hasn't been easy, but you gotta come out of that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand, like, God only allows setbacks, or if a setback hits your life, it's only so you could plan your comeback. Like, don't let a setback hold you back in life. Don't let stuff that's happened to you discourage you from moving forward, from doing the things that you know you want to do, okay? By the way, for those of you who don't wear a lot of makeup, I either don't wear makeup, or when I do makeup, I wear a fair amount of it. So if you feel slightly overwhelmed watching me, don't feel overwhelmed. It's just makeup. Put it on, you take it off. So there was once upon a time I didn't know how to do none of this. So I'm even amazed sometimes, like, yo, this is crazy. Anyhow, so third tip for self-love: you have to let go of the dead weight. Let go of people and things that are not helping you progress in life. This is the step that I feel like a lot of people skip. Okay, it's like people feel like they could elevate in life while still keeping things, or still allowing certain things to keep coming back into their life. Certain type of people who carry certain type of behaviors, who haven't graduated to the next level. You keep allowing people who are not at your same level to feel like they are entitled to stay in your life because they knew you when. It's so much, y'all, and like the Lord has really been revealing it to me, because people be on some crazy stuff. I'm not even gonna front. Okay, as crazy as this concealer looks on my face right now, that's how crazy it be. All right, like out of pocket, out of hand. Oh, yo, that's a lot. We gonna fix it though. It'll be all right. People who are manipulative, people who don't want to grow up in life and feel that they're entitled to the best, will feel entitled to you if you're always working towards the best you, if they know there's qualities and capabilities that you have that they don't, and they'll always want to keep you around, because people who are selfish, people who are self-centered, people who have narcissistic personality disorders, okay? If you don't know what that means, I really, really encourage you to look into it, because you probably know a couple people that have it and you don't even know it, okay? And really, for those of you who, you know, understand the spiritual realm, all that is just those Jezebel, Ahab spirits, those people who be doing the devil's work for free, and who don't want to see nobody win in life. So they're always plotting against people and what the Lord wants to do in their life. Just, you know, to put it in short, witchcraft. Okay? So, again, I'm a straight shooter. I don't got a lot of time to waste, to get straight to the point with things. Okay. Same way I blend this out. You see this? I'll blend out in 2 seconds, y'all, because we gotta do this. We gotta finish this up. Okay. People like that always want to be associated to those who are thriving, who are shining, who are going places in life. Even if you feel like you aren't going places or you're not in the best time of your life, they could still see your potential, who you're going to become, what you deserve, and they know that you don't deserve them. And so they're going to keep trying to come back into your life, whether it's friends you have, you know, you got a homegirl, one of your girlfriends, you know, your friends that's a girl, that's just, you know, self-hating. She not a good friend. She a friend of me. She don't applaud you when you win. She don't, you know, she don't show you that love, okay, that you deserve, you know, but you do. All right. Same thing with if you have a boyfriend or a significant other who always has your life in shambles, who, you know, it's like every day is a fight and argument, and it's like your whole life be up in flames. Okay. Y'all have to begin to understand that the love of your life is not the person that's making you cry every day. Okay. Now I'm about to be 2 years married. I've been with my husband. We're about to make 5 years already? We're about to make 6, I think. I met him in 2014. So yeah, it's about to be 6 years. So like, keeping it 1,000, y'all, like, I've never had a time where ever in my relationship where I'll wake up every day and my husband was making me cry or was making me hate myself or was adding stress into my life. He did not come into my life to add stress to me. He came into my life to bless me. You know, you understand what I'm saying? Like, God brought him into my life because God saw the tears that I cried over people I should have never been crying about. And it wasn't just romantic. It was platonic. It was people I had in my life who didn't want the best for me. You know, so now when I'm winning or when I'm getting ahead in the things that I want to do or the things that God has called me to do, my husband is happy for me. He's not holding back my progress. He's not hating on me. He's not doing stuff to make me feel like I don't have a right to be the person that God called me to be. No, he's here and we're together because he understands God brought us together so that we could fulfill the things that we were supposed to do on this earth. Okay, and that's the type of person you need to be with. Not just somebody who loves you, but somebody who you could fulfill your purpose with, because you're supposed to align yourself with somebody who understands that what you two are meant to do together is going to impact society, is going to impact the world, is going to impact the kingdom of God. But I know a lot of people just don't see it like that. It's not that deep to them. Let me just tell y'all real quick because I just want to show this to y'all. So this is my new Fenty Beauty bronzer. I love it so much. It's called Beijing Gal. It's so cute. I just got this from Sephora and I'm obsessed with it. Let me show y'all. I meant to show y'all this part. It's a little bit dirty over there because I already started. Taking this. I'm just going to put on my bronzer so we get this face a little bronzed up. I just love that packaging. It's so cute. Relationships are so important, and your relationships is really a lot of times what sets you up for success or what sets you up for failure. Like, it's just that simple. And I wish more people understood that and would just stop with all these excuses. Like, you know, I get it when people have soul ties to things. It's not as simple as I'm gonna just let it go. Your mind, your will, and your emotions are already so attached to that person that you can't even see your life without them. But I'm gonna tell you something, okay? You were living before them and you're gonna be alive after them, okay? So whatever you need to wave goodbye, whatever you have to stop and ask yourself and say, wait a second, wait a minute, okay? This is not serving me. This is not doing anything for my life. This is not making me a better person. This relationship, this situation I have in my life, whatever it is, sometimes it's not even a relationship like that's romantic. Sometimes it's a friendship. Sometimes it's a job that you have that you know is toxic, but you're attached to the paycheck. I've been there. Sometimes it's a church you're going through and you're seeing things and you're like, wait a second, sign ain't right in here. Okay. I done talked about that too. I done been in churches that were abusive as heck. Regardless of how people do you in life, that doesn't change the fact that God could still clean up their life and make them better. But sometimes you have to understand, people have to lose you to realize that. People have to lose you to realize what a blessing you were in their life. And a lot of y'all, it's like you don't want to let people learn their lesson through you. And honestly, that's where a lot of us be messing up at. You know, we involve ourselves with people and things because we don't know who we are. And so we settle for way too low because other people tell you expect too much, or I'm sorry, but you're never going to meet a person. I have so many people tell me that before I got with my husband. So people are like, oh, I'm sorry, you expect a certain type of relationship. You expect a certain type of dude. Like, guys are not like that. Yeah, whatever. That all that was just self-hatred, projection, insecurity just being thrown on me. Okay, so I'm so glad I did not listen to those people, and I just kept saying, you know what, I'm not going to settle in this area. I don't think love is something you settle for. I don't think that it's just enough that, oh, I'm with a guy who, you know, doesn't hit on me or doesn't. Honestly, like, look, you could be in a relationship, and just because somebody doesn't physically hit you or somebody doesn't cheat on you doesn't mean that you're happy. Doesn't mean that you're happy. It doesn't mean that you're in the right relationship. And so many people, it's like, if it's not to that level of extreme, they're like, oh, the relationship's fine. But you're just lying to yourself. You're just lying to yourself. Like, it doesn't have to be on that term of bad for it not to be right for you. So I pray that liberate at least a few of y'all, because I know so many people feed themselves that lie, or you know what, I just don't want to be single. Nothing's worse than being single. No, nothing's worse than being in an unequally yoked relationship, okay? On all levels, whether it's friendships, whether it's romantic relationships, nothing is worse than that, okay? Nothing. Because it's like literally living in like your own, like your own little hellhole. Like, it's the worst. The absolute worst. All right, so moving right along, my fourth tip for mastering self-love: prioritize discipline over self-satisfaction. This to me is a huge self-love tip, because many times, I think this especially, and I've said this like all the time throughout the time that I've been creating content on social media, but as a young person and just in general in life, people are taught to let their emotions rule them. Do whatever you feel. Live your life now. You're young. Later, you're not going to have time to do the things that you want or live the life that you like. So just, you know, be selfish with you. Do this, do that. Now, I do think that there is a certain level of care you need to have with yourself, a certain level of priority you need to have with yourself, yes. But when it comes to being the person that God has called you to be, it's not always about what you want. God wants to build discipline in your life because he wants you to be the type of person where you know how to say no to yourself. You know how to prioritize the things that are important, not just worrying about what's important now, or not just living in the moment now, but worrying also and taking care of your future. So many people live so much in the moment, they forget that the future is going to come around at some point. This is the reason why, again, why people struggle with their past, struggle with mistakes or things that they've done, why they resent themselves or resent seeing others who are doing the things that they wish they could have done when they had the time. And it's because they never built that level of self-discipline within themselves to know what was right or wrong. Honestly, to me, this is the best way to build self-love in yourself. Just another huge self-love tip, and something that I have worked on. I mean, since starting my entrepreneurial journey, I have worked on this diligently, because I was not really taught how to be responsible and self-sufficient in that type of way, where it's like, listen, you cannot always do the things that make you feel good or the things that make sense to you right now, because at some point in life you'll realize like you were not prioritizing the things that were important. So since I got with God, I started understanding, yo, like God wants different things for my life. I can't just do whatever it is that I want to do. I have to do what God wants me to do, and I have to make those my priorities now. Having that level of self-discipline is not easy, and I believe that a lot of people recognize it and they see it very quickly. like very quickly they'll realize like, wow, like you're not a person that you're led by your emotions. And because so many people are, and they don't know how to deny their flesh, they don't know how to deny themselves, they don't know how to walk in their spirit, they don't know how to walk in self-discipline, this quality alone will make people dislike you big time. And you'll pick up on it real fast, because you'll start realizing that they're noticing things about you that they just don't have in themselves. And it's not because they can't have it, but it's because they have to work on denying themselves. They have to work on saying, you know what, I can't always do what satisfies me. I have to do the things I need to do. I need to be responsible. And so people could be responsible to a certain degree in a certain area of their life, but then there could be a whole other area where they're just reckless in, you know, and then they feel like, oh, well, it's just hard for me. And then they put excuses. It's like, look, at some point in life, yes, we all struggle with something, but you can't always make that an excuse. You still have to work on it. I'm big on understanding that everything is a process. You're not going to become great at something from one day to the next, but you still have to work on it, you know? Let me show y'all real quick. This is my favorite blush from Milani. This is Luminoso. I love this blush. I used to hate blush, but peach blushes are so cute on me. And I love this one because it has like a gold sheen. It's just so cute. Like I was just saying, the goal is never to get people to dislike you or to, you know, to make people feel some type of way about the things you're doing in your life. That's never the goal. The goal is to improve you. But the thing is that as you start to improve yourself, it's very easy to see who's here for your level up, who's here for seeing you become a version of yourself you've never been. And so when you change, that is the number one thing that elevates you in life. You know what I'm saying? You cannot get to the person you want to be doing the thing the old you used to do. And so many people know that, but they kind of just want to make excuses, and they kind of just want to be like, oh, well, you know, it's hard for me, or it's just not as easy for some of us like it is for you. And it's just like, no, it was just as hard for me. I know you remember. I know you haven't forgotten. It's funny because people will try to act like they don't remember what you was on. Like before I was saved, I was living my life in complete sin. So I know you remember. Like, it's not that I was so wild or so crazy, but I've told y'all, I've told y'all plenty of times on this channel, all the things I was running from God. I was trying to be my own God in my own life, just living my life. You know how the world teaches you, like, do your own thing, you know, do whatever you want to do, live your life. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy to me how people would try to act like that wasn't even a thing, or like, okay. The thing is, as you start to choose better for your life, it won't be a coincidence that those who are now realizing that you have control over yourself and over what you do and what you won't do resent you for that willpower. Like, that's the thing that so many people want. They want the ability to just not give in to certain things that they constantly give into, that they beat themselves up over. They'll never tell you that, but it's what they're doing. And so you have to understand that when you love yourself, you shouldn't be putting yourself in situations that are hurting you, or you shouldn't be putting yourself through things that you're later going to realize, like, wow, if I would have just told myself no, if I would have just practiced a little bit of self-control instead of always doing things that satisfy me for the moment. Living in the moment only gets you the moment. If you are trying to build towards your future and towards the person you're going to be tomorrow, you're not just focused on right now. You have to have a vision. Again, I already mentioned that. You got to have a vision for your life. When you have a vision for your life, everything is clear. Everything is plain. Oh, no, I can't do that because I'm building towards purpose. Oh, no, I can't waste time with this because that's not going to push me to progress in my life. That's just a waste of my time. That's just a waste of conversation. That's just a waste of sitting up in somebody's house having a conversation about nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, again, like, it's not for everybody. You know, everybody just don't see it like that. And a lot of people, like, they'll be offended that you just have the power to choose. I meant to tell y'all, this is my favorite lip liner from Kylie Cosmetics, Dolce K liner. This is what I used. I'm not going to use these two lipsticks from KW Beauty, which is Nude 1 and Nude 2. I love these lipsticks so much. They're like my absolute favorite. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do a gloss. My 5th tip for mastering self-love. Know when and how to say no. No. The word no is your best friend. People who love themselves know how to say no, and don't feel guilty about it, and don't apologize for it, and aren't beating around the bush or saying maybe, or, well, let's see, maybe some other time, or no, just no. The answer is no, because let me tell you something. When you really love yourself and you really understand, like, who really accepts you and is okay with who you are, when people ask you something, I'm like this, okay? If you have the boldness to ask me something like, hey, can you do this? Or hey, can you, if you were bold enough to ask me, then I have to be bold enough to say yes or to say no, to give you my real answer. Because One thing about when you say yes to people when you should have said no, it takes from you and it makes you resent yourself and it makes you frustrated with your life. Like, I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. As a person who loves, like, as a person who I have prioritized loving myself. Sorry, let me put this lipstick on because I can't talk and do lipstick. I'm actually gonna go ahead and put nude one in the center. I just love doing this ombre lip. My nude one is so melted. I need a new one. So this looks cute, but I definitely feel like I am gonna do a gloss. This is my favorite gloss of all time. This is e.l.f. Peach Bellini. It's their plumping lip glosses. I love these and they're so inexpensive. They're like $5 or $6. It's like the best new lip gloss ever. All right, awesome. So the lips are done. This is basically the whole look, y'all. I think I might zoom y'all in so y'all could see how it looks from a different angle. But it's very glowy, very natural. Like, this is how I like to do my makeup, just so it amplifies my natural beauty. Nothing too crazy. I do color here and there, but I really like just, you know, natural makeup. So like I was saying, I'm a person that I've prioritized loving myself. I recognize the times in my life where I made too many excuses, where I felt like I owed everyone an apology. I was always saying sorry for everything. And it's still something that I have to constantly check myself if I even slightly start going back towards that, because you don't have to live your life being sorry for being you. You don't have to live your life feeling sorry for your no, or for what you don't want to deal with, or for what you don't want to have to put up with. And so every time you feel like something is your responsibility that isn't, or you feel like you have to always do what other people want, or, you know, that's gonna hurt their feelings, or they're gonna feel like I didn't consider them, or everything is not for everybody. And so I've always been the kind of person where I don't feel like people owe me a yes. I don't feel like people owe me their time. No one owes me anything. And so when you're around a lot of people that are very entitled and are very possessive and make you feel like everything is your, like, you have to cater to them. They are your obligation, and how they feel and how their life is going. You will spend your whole life always feeling like, oh, I gotta say yes to people, because you've already been trained in your mind to be that way. And so I am super big with standing on that word no. No is the most important word in the dictionary. Someone I really respect, Bev Tucker, said that no is the most important word in the dictionary. And I really believe that, because I feel, especially as women, we are always taught to just always cater to other people and their needs and always feel for others. And it's like, you gotta let everything be what it is. Like, that's yours, this is mine, we're not gonna mix that. I don't have to anticipate your needs before I say what I need. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there are things that are your priority, and there are things that, yes, you do have to not always make it about yourself. But then there's other things where it's like, look, a part of loving me is also knowing that I can't constantly always be giving everything away of who I am, and then waiting to see if other people are gonna give back and they don't, and then being like, why do people never give back to me? Because you don't know how to say no. You don't know how to say no. It's just that simple. Like, I can't make it more plain than that. You have to have strong boundaries. And I've talked about this. I was the type of person, I didn't have strong boundaries. I didn't know who I was. And that was costing me. And hear me, the when and the how is so important, because there are moments when you don't realize you should have said no to something. And there's sometimes where we just don't know how to say no to something. Like, we don't know how to say it nicely, or we don't know how to just be blunt. Because sometimes if you're too nice, people will try to manipulate and work their way around that niceness. And so you got to really be careful. Like, you have to pay attention, because lots of times people will manipulate you and make you feel like you're being mean because you said no. And it's really just because they're just trying to control you and manipulate you into saying yes. So you got to be, listen, like a hawk in the sky looking. Like, don't let people play you, and don't let people make you feel like things are your responsibility that are really their responsibility, but they're not doing what they need to do, and now they're pushing their responsibilities onto you, or now they feel like they want to give you unsolicited advice in an area where they should be taking that advice and applying it into their own life, not in yours. Like, everyone needs to just deal with their own. Like, this is the type of person I am. I feel like every person should have enough going on in their life where they don't need to be inserting themselves into others' lives. Like, that's just how I am. So that's why I'm big on minding my business. I'm an introvert already just by design. So I like, minding my business is the way I eat, breathe, live my life. Like, that's how I am. So it's not difficult for me. It's an art form. I'm not even gonna front, y'all. Like, being able to say the word no and stand on that. Listen, because people pleasing is one of the most toxic traits to have as an individual, especially if you're trying to love on yourself. Like, let go of people pleasing. People pleasing is not loving yourself. It's saying that everyone else is more important than you are. It's saying that people's needs always come before your own. And that is not healthy, and that's not normal. And lots of times it's just a false fear that you have, which is that you think that you have to come second to everyone. God wants you to put yourself first in areas of your life too. What you want and what you need is important also. And so you need to know, you just need to have that balance and that understanding. And once you have that, you're not going to feel guilty about it anymore. Always pleasing others is a strong indicator that you do not love you. You just do not love you. And hear me, people pleasing doesn't make people love you any more or any less than they already don't. All it does is just keep their hold on you for disrespecting you day in and day out with your own free will. You are just freely letting people walk all over you, okay? And that's on period. Like, I can't make that more plain for y'all. Know when to say no. That simple, okay? Hey y'all, I'm back. So how do y'all think my makeup looks? Let's get a little close up. So here it is. Very pretty. Check the glow. That's the Hustler Baby glow right there. My cute little new lips, you know, just really nice natural makeup. Let me see if I can move the camera really quick. I think if I put it over here in this lighting, y'all gonna be able to see a little bit better. Yeah, so from the angle I had it filming, it wasn't the best lighting. Y'all bear with me. I'm still gonna learn like what's the best lighting for me to film. And I know I probably might have been a little bit far from my makeup, but it was just because I really wanted y'all to hear more. Went in the bathroom, laid down my baby hairs, because you know it's only right. So yeah, I hope y'all love this video. Let me know if you guys want me to continue doing my More Love Wednesday videos like this. I might do them here and there, or if you guys really want it with the makeup, then let me know, like, no, keep this every single video. So just comment below, let me know, all right? And again, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and make sure you follow me on both of my Instagrams. So my main platform is The Influence of Love. My business beauty page is The Amanda Moore. You're gonna wanna follow me there as well. And I also wanted to say, for those of you who really enjoyed this video, like if this video just gave you so much life, if you feel like, man, this was amazing, like I need more advice like this, like can I just put you in my pocket, or can you just be girl in my phone every day? I need a support system like you. I need someone in my ear just telling it to me like it is. I have created something that y'all are gonna love. So God put this in my spirit to start this email list, a newsletter called The Purpose Push. So for all of you ladies who feel like, sis, I'm trying to, you know, boss up, glow up in life, I'm trying to find my purpose, I'm trying to walk within the destiny that I know God has placed on my life, I have created this free email newsletter. It's absolutely free, y'all. It's gonna be a newsletter where I'm going to empower you all. I'm going to remind you all of how to stay bold, confident, and how to gain wisdom to be able to just push y'all into that purpose that the Lord wants you to be walking boldly, confidently, and unapologetically in. So make sure you look in my description box. I'm also going to put it in my comment section, the link to subscribe to that newsletter. Again, The Purpose Push is the name of the newsletter. You're going to go ahead, once you click that, fill out your email, submit that to me, and you're going to start receiving those weekly free emails that I know you all are going to love, especially if you love this video. Trust me, those emails are for you. So I want to thank anyone that watched this video, and I better see y'all on the next Amor Wednesday. You don't want to miss it. These videos are only going to get better and better. God bless y'all. And like I always say on every Amor Wednesday video, y'all be blessed and stay away from mess.